My parents still beat the absolute hell out of me, even though I'm a 47-year-old grown-ass man. On one silent night when absolutely nothing was happening, they beat me into submission and forced me into a corner, and then continued to beat me with the back left hoof of a horse. They then sent me to my room. While being barely able to walk, it took me 45 minutes to go to my bedroom across the hall. They then put a bull in front of my door, ready to kick the hell out of me if I even tried to open my door. So I laid down and I waited, until I fell asleep, but I could hear something in the distance. I immediately recognized that sound. I know it like the sound of Butterfields whispering in my ear while I'm sleeping. It was Dedede. I had no choice but to stay in bed. I knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted me. He needed me. He needed my body. The entirety of the United States military came to try and stop this force coming down from the heavens like a meteor. I knew they were no match for the king, but I still laid in bed, waiting, breathing, listening. He keeps sucking in bodies and not throwing them back out, but swallowing them. Then all of a sudden, I knew he was here. He climbed through my window while simultaneously telling me through telepathic waves to roll over on my stomach. He put a Gordo in my mouth to ensure my silence. He said, "Watch me carefully." He started undressing himself, and as he finished, he began to dance. All that was in my room that night was his smooth, blue, blubbery, jiggly body dancing. I thought it would never end, but eventually it did. I would never tell anyone about this moment until now. That night, Dedede took something from me. Not my life, not my virginity, but something more. He took my sense of security. I no longer felt comfortable in my own skin after that. I now walk the streets a mere man, but on the inside I've been taken over by him. As he left my home, he jumped through my roof, and I never saw him again. I was in shock. I didn't move from my bed for the next 4 days. My parents always told me Dedede was an urban legend. I never believed them though. I always knew he was real. They kept pushing and pushing, saying he didn't exist, but now what do I tell them? I tell them nothing, as they are dead because Dedede saw that they were weak and he skinned them alive. I bet they believe now.